Just 1 second, everybody. I am setting this up for our members only. Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And we are going to be talking about Yolanda. Is Yolanda being catfished? Is Yolanda as dumb as she is pretending to be about the identity of Williams? Let's dive in deeper into this situation. Okay. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul. This is a members only preview of Yolanda's story. I want to start off by saying hi to Latrice J. Hey, Randy Thompson. Hey, all about happy. Hey, Igmatic Eve. Hey, Miss Sonia. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all, we have watched Yolanda out here on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days season 4. Hey, Juicia. Hi, baby. And we're going to talk a little bit about her. I don't think that Yolanda is as dumb as she is pretending to be, okay, or as dumb as they want us to believe that Yolanda is. There's been some things that have transpired out here with, on the Instagram and YouTube and every other social media platform you can think of known to mankind, that it seems that Yolanda knows what the hell is going on. Okay. So we are going to the name of this is called Is Yolanda Being Catfished or Nah? Okay. All right. So I am going to go to a few sources and we are going to talk about Yolanda. The first one I'm going to be going to is cheatsheet.com. And all the times they have information that is relevant to these 90 Day Fiance cast members. Okay. And so, hey, Bobby Whitney. Yes, she is. Okay. And hey there, Lola C. Hey, Lori Toodle. Hey, Miss Michelle. Y'all, welcome back. Y'all, welcome back. So it says 90 Day Fiance Yolanda's catfishing lover exposed? Question mark. His photos might really belong to dot 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 dot. 90 Day Fiance fans seem largely concerned for a new star Yolanda. The widow has fallen hard and fast for a man she met online who goes by the name Williams. William claims to be a muscular man from the UK, but fans are not entirely convinced. While Yolanda seems happy to have Williams in her life, many others believe she's being catfished, bitch, by Williams, who claims his camera is always broken. Now it's somebody else's camera and phone is broken too. But we ain't gonna go there, okay? Now it seems as if Williams' photos might not be his own. After all, they may be shots of another man entirely. Okay, now it says warning potential spoilers ahead. So if you don't want to know, okay, you need to hop on over here now. All righty. The newest season of 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days features many new cast members, including Yolanda. Yolanda is a 51-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada, and is no stranger to heartbreak. The mother of six is a widow, so she's been married before, and one would assume she knows what she's looking for. Yolanda is also a mother of six and a business owner. Beyond that, Yolanda recently underwent an impressive weight loss journey, losing half of her body weight following the death of her husband, Dwayne. She says, I've overcome a lot of struggles in my life, but the biggest hurdle was my weight. I was over 300 pounds, explained Yolanda during the season premiere. When Yolanda's husband, Dwayne, passed away from kidney disease, she underwent a transformation. Yolanda said, when he passed away, it woke me up. I knew it was time to turn my life around and get healthy, not just for myself, but especially for my children. So Yolanda stuck to her goal and lost over 150 pounds during her process. And after losing weight, Yolanda met some new man who brought a spark to her life by the name of Williams. So this is a picture of Yolanda. My girl is looking just fabulous. Okay, look at that. Now that's that excess weight. You see what I'm saying? That excess belly weight is hanging right there, looking a little itchy, ya. But for the most part, Yolanda is looking good, boo. Okay, she said, I haven't got this weight off me. Now, while Yolanda is thrilled, okay, to have Matt Williams, Yolanda Childress aren't so sure if he's legitimate, and the 90 Day fans seem to agree. She says, my boyfriend Williams is from Manchester, England. He's 40 years old. He's a restaurant manager and he's just simply gorgeous, explained Yolanda during the season premiere. However, Williams has never video chatted with Yolanda. He always claims that his camera is broken and sends her photos instead. The two allegedly talk up to 5 times a day via both text messages and phone calls. Fans of the show were treated to one of their phone calls and are confused by what Williams claims is a British accent. One Redditor commented he didn't have a British accent, let alone a Manchester accent, which is strong and hard not to mimic if surrounded by, whatever. In my 34 years, I've never met a Brit called Williams unless that was their surname. She is clearly being catfished. I just don't understand what the catfish is going to do or say when she lands in the UK. Should be interesting to hear his excuse. I'm just glad her daughter is traveling with her, and thank goodness she drew the line at sending him money, added another Redditor. During the premiere, Yolanda's daughter said, I'm happy for my mom, but I just want to protect her and know if this guy is truly Williams. So it says, is this where Williams' photos come from? Okay. So it says, Starcasm reported that the photos Yolanda has received may actually be stock photos from an Italian bodybuilder named Michael Lucio. Starcasm suggests that the photos are stock from the photographer Stefano, who uses the surname Art Arto Photo on stock photo websites. Sarcasm included a collage of stock photos of this guy for readers to access here. So I'm gonna click here so we can access these stock photos. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, these are stock photos. Boo, this him. Oh my God, this him all day long. So here's a couple of the photos, y'all. I don't even like guys that's all ripped up like that. I mean, I know some women do, but when I see guys that look like this, it's a total turn off for me. So this is Williams. These are the pictures that I'm assuming that he's sending to her. Look at this. This is like I don't like this. Don't look cute to me. It's like this not like, why is he laying on the grass like that? And I said, man, the hell with that. I mean, get your ass up. I mean, walk around, jog around. And you mean to tell me this mofo is taking all these pictures, but this bitch can't talk to her? Girl, what? Bye. It remains to be seen what will go down when Yolanda travels to meet Williams. Fans will have to tune in to see what exactly go down between the two and how Yolanda reacts if Williams truly is catfishing her, especially as aggressively as Sarcasm's reporting. Okay. So now that is from cheatsheet.com. Now we're gonna go over to Starcasm, okay, because Starcasm seems to have some more. It says more details on Yolanda and Williams' relationship on the Instagram and Facebook accounts. Okay, so they about to bust that ass out, okay, which is what sarcasm does. So it says we have some additional details on the very likely catfish situation involving 90 Day Fiance before the 90-day season for Yolanda. Anyone who tuned into the season premiere episode Sunday night is surely shaking his or her head at Yolanda's gullibility. Now, I know I am, because ain't no way in the hell, okay, that you growing up black out in these streets and you this dumb. Ain't nobody this stupid. Kiss my, you know what? Kiss my entire ass on this one, okay? There's no way in the world that this woman has a man who was in prison, okay, for whatever the reason he was in prison, okay. There's no way in the world that this woman has 6 kids and grew up, bitch. Bye. Anyone who turned in on Sunday night is surely shaking his or her head at Yolanda's gullibility in regards to her online British boo Williams. Okay. Okay, y'all. But just in case you missed the premiere, here's a red flag recap based on what we were shown on the episode. William slid into Yolanda's DMs via her weight loss Instagram account, and he told Yolanda that he was a restaurant owner from Manchester, England. Bitch. Williams having a last name for a first name is a red flag in itself. You damn skippy. Had numerous photos on his account of a very muscular man who clearly spent a lot of time in the gym and with a professional photographer. But the bitch phone ain't working, okay? Yolanda and Williams hit it off and soon began talking daily on the phone. Unfortunately for Yolanda, the camera on Williams' phone was broken, which meant that he could see her, but she couldn't see him. They got another flag sitting up on the mountain for that. No videos was okay with Yolanda, though, because she had all those sexy photos to look at, as well as William's sexy British accent. But even when I listened to it, bitch, okay, I just was like, okay, there's no way in the world that this man is British, okay? So since Yolanda went on about just how sexy British actions are before viewers were treated to an actual phone conversation between Yolanda and Williams, in which it was obvious that he did not have a British accent. 90 Day Fiance fans immediately thought he sounded more like Nigerian cast member Michael than Darcy's Brit Beau Tom. Despite the lack of the video, Yolanda and Williams' relationship continued to blossom until he couldn't stand not being able to see her in person. So he asked her to send him some damn money, okay, to buy a plane ticket. Despite Yolanda's apparent flag colored blindness, she seemed a bit wary and turned the table on Williams by insisting that she make the flight to England to meet him instead. In the awkwardly staged thrift store scene, Yolanda's daughter insists on coming along with her. Okay. Now, we're going to skip past that. So now here we go into the spoilers. Okay. Okay. We're getting ready to go into the spoiler. If you don't want to hear it, log off now, members. So it says, as we previously reported online, 90 Day detectives, that's the truth, easily matched up the hunky photos of Williams as an Italian bodybuilder named Michael. Just click the link, okay? It's quite obvious that Williams is catfishing Yolanda. So who is Williams really? Thanks to some additional 90 Day detective work, we have reason to believe he's a young man from Nigeria, okay? The latest crack in the case came after Yolanda's Instagram account was finally discovered. Okay, because 90 Day Fiance fans, we fanatics. So we're going to find out. Okay, we're going to find the tea on that ass. The latest crack in the case came after Yolanda's Instagram account was finally discovered. I'm not certain who should get credit for finding it first, but I first saw it thanks to the Fraudcast co-host. Yolanda's Instagram account is under the handle at Diet Not 2017. And if you go scroll through her photos, you can find numerous interactions with this Williams guy. Okay. Hi, everybody that just came in. Okay, I'm not, honey, not anymore. I ain't got time. Okay. The interactions are a little bit confusing because Williams looks to have two different accounts. His original at Marvin's underscore WN account has been changed to at NISA underscore ABU. And it is now an account for the Civil Engineering Department at Hamudu Bello University, aka ABU, in Zara, Kaduna State, Nigeria. More on the second count in a minute. Despite the account name change, it's still rather easy to link Williams to the at NISA underscore ABU account. When you change your Instagram account name, it automatically updates your name on any post that you've made. However, if someone else tagged you, then the original account name remains the same. So as a result, we can see several lovey-dovey interactions between Yolanda and at Marvin's underscore William. Okay. Yes, we can, honey. Yes, we can, Sherry Davis. She said, Lord, can they scam? So she said, I did some checking and cached Google searches for that account revealed that it was connected to someone who went by just the name Williams. Here are the samples of the interactions between Yolanda and Williams. Old account including the two of them referred to each other as husband and wife. You will notice that despite the name change on Williams' post, Yolanda replies still include the original account. So Nisa Abudu, it says my oh look, that's her. Diet Not 2017 at Marvin's Williams. Oh baby. So this Nisa Abudu, who done changed his daggone name to Nisa underscore Abudu, my wife, put it in there it says 30 weeks ago, and she said oh baby at Williams. Now see hers was old. There he is again. Bitch. Here it is, another one with her calling him her husband. Get out of here. So is she as dumb as she is pretending to be or no? She know what exactly what is happening. These old women are out here scamming. After having her Instagram handle, I was then able to find Yolanda's Facebook account, which still includes some of the original hunky photos that Williams sent her. The posts appeared to be automated posts, reposts from Yolanda's Instagram account because they include Williams' original name. This, of course, would suggest that Yolanda has since gone back through and deleted all of the fake photos of Williams on her Instagram account. In a surprise twist, the hunky fella in the pictures that Williams apparently used to catfish Yolanda looks a lot like Michael, but I don't think it's him. Here are some samples, including a couple side by side photos as well as an actual screen cap from the original at Marvin's underscore William Instagram account. I'll let you be the judge. The photos of Michael featured on the photo on the show all have the TOC logo and are on the right. Okay, so this is I love me some him. Keep smiling. And this is Marvin Williams. That's Marvin Williams. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll up, and that's his name up underneath it. See his name circled? All right. And this is the side by side of the TOC guy. And they're saying that these two people are not the same. What y'all think? So here's another side by side of the guy who was on Instagram as Williams and the picture that TLC is using for Williams. Are these the same men? They not the same men. Aside from the missing tattoo, because the tattoo, yeah, because there's a tattoo on this guy's chest and no tattoo on this guy's chest. And then you could even look at how the heads are shaped. They're not the same guy. So this guy has a tattoo. He has darker areolas. This dude doesn't. They're absolutely two different men. Woo, Lord. So it says aside from the missing tattoos, which could be explained away based on where Michelle got it, I see other differences as well. Things like earlobes and moles. My theory is that the producers knew would be a headache to secure the rights to televise personal photos of some random hot dude, so they went shopping for stock images of a model that looks similar. That is purely just a theory, though. If that is the case, then a big kudos to them for finding Michael. So, what is the timeline of the couple's relationship? Yolanda has always shared posts about being in love, but they were all in reference to loving yourself. But that changed in April of 2019 when she shared a message that indicated she was in love with someone else as well. However, there is no remaining record of the original at Marvin's Instagram account leaving any comments or liking any post until the following month, which would have been May. What would seem to suggest that Williams slid into Yolanda's DMs completely on the down low, at least with this account. Unfortunately, Yolanda's Facebook post stopped 2 days after she posted the photo with the happy birthday message. So it's unclear when she stopped posting the since deleted fake photos of Williams on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, the same day that Yolanda's Facebook feed stopped, July 18th, shared this message in a text graphic posted to her feed. She said, "Women, ladies, and I guess men too. Don't you hate when a DM slide in and start a nice friendship, talking nicely for days or more, then go south quickly when he pops the question, can you give me a gift card?" She added, "Lame's wasted time" in the caption. Yolanda shared some additional posts on July 18th, and that's when another account under the name of Gucci Official slid into Yolanda's comments with some smooth woo pitching. Check it out. So Gucci Official said, you beauty symbolizes greatness. Your smile symbolizes happiness. From this day going forward, you will continue to be great and forever happy. Love you, shining. Nice hair, lovely ponytail." So she said, "Oh, I needed to hear that. Thank you." I should mention that the at Gucci Official account was leaving compliments on Yolanda's post all the way back in April. The name associated with the Gucci Official account is Unc Somebody, which looks like a young Nigerian man who describes himself as an entertainer in his Instagram bio. This is getting crazy. I mean, this is getting crazy. When I searched for that name, it turned up a song titled "I's Love" from Valentine's Day in 2016. So this is the little boy that slid up into her Instagram and told her that she was pretty. Now, does this play? Imana ije love amaka Imana ije love asoko. What the complete foolishness is Yolanda doing? This boy is younger than your damn kids. Why in the hell is she? I can't with these old ass women trying to relive their teenage years. Move on, grow the hell up, and find real love. You out here flirting with some little boy and talking about some, oh boo, thank you, I needed that. Could it be that Yolanda's before the 90-day co-star Lisa isn't the only one, isn't the only season 4 cast member in love with an aspiring Nigerian rapper? Just 2 days after this guy, kind words, things get a little odd as that account and Williams' original account both start lovingly commenting on Yolanda's post. Yolanda begins to interact with the original Marvin's Williams account as if they were back together. But Yolanda would slowly stop communicating as she transitioned her love talk to the Gucci dude. So, what the fuck happened? The most obvious narrative is that Yolanda found out that Williams was not the man in the photos and she was not happy about it. It does sound like she caught on after he asked her for money to in some form, perhaps for a plane ticket. Williams then wooed her with his second account. I'm guessing that he smooth talked her a bit. They said, please note that this is entirely fan fiction. This is giving me a headache. In summary, it appears as though Yolanda found out she was being catfished on or around July 18th. She and the actual Williams eventually made up and were back together in just a couple of days. It also appears as though Williams was buffering up Yolanda on two separate accounts. Unfortunately, we don't really have any idea when Yolanda filmed for 90 Day Fiance. July seems like a long time, though. I'm worried that perhaps Yolanda shared her story with the casting people after she found out Williams was a catfish, but they wanted to actually capture the moment it was revealed. As a result, we're seeing a reenactment on screen this season, including a fake proposed trip to England. Who knows though? Perhaps Yolanda was filming back in July and we will get to see the actual moments of the truth come out. Either way, I'll be curious if Yolanda and her daughter actually make the trip to England. Update. This doesn't have anything to do with Williams, but we got some information on Dwayne, the father of Yolanda's children who passed away while in prison. Here's a tweet. So Yolanda's husband, they went back. Somebody went in and dug the man's record, police records up. I ain't into that. I'm not concerned about that. I'm not interested in that. So, in case you all want to call in, I'm going to open up the phone lines for you all. I'm going to put the number in the phone lines. So, if you all want to say something about this, but let me tell you something. This woman is too damn old to be going through this bullshit. Okay. Now, if you're gonna play with them or you not, but you're not gonna play with us, damn it, because I don't think that this woman born and let me find out where the hell she from. Where is she from? She from Las Vegas. Thank you, Bobby. She from Los Angeles, and you mean to tell me that she dumb enough to let somebody catfish her ass? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. So let me put the phone number in the chat for you all to call in if you want to call in so that we can talk about this. But I'm telling you right now, I ain't for the bull crap. I don't, and I'm going to be deleting this number out off before I go live with this with the other people. This phone number is only for you all, for my members only. This number will be deleted out of the chat. And that's why you notice that I have not said the number on air. Okay. I do not want everybody to be calling me. Okay. So the phone number is in the chat if you want to call in. I have my Bluetooth set up. And, and hopefully you all will call in. And we can talk about it. But I'm telling you right now, I do not believe what are you saying, Lola? See, if it's true that Yolanda is that naive, then she needs therapy. And so the hell do I if I believe it for 1 minute. I've gotten to the point where I don't believe any of these stories anymore about these people. It just, I just don't know. I do know that people slide up into your DMs and stuff like that because I've had people to slide up into my DMs and I just automatically block them. Like I don't have a conversation with them. I don't entertain it whatsoever. And I think that when you are secure about who you are and all of that kind of stuff, you don't find yourself being prey um to anything and to anybody, especially no bull crap like this. Like who believes this? Um the number is in the chat, you all. So if nobody calls in the next couple of minutes, I'll cut it off. And this video will, we'll go ahead on the end the video. But there are too many, too many. It's just like it just ain't right. So let me answer this call. We got a caller calling in. Hi, caller. You're on with Auntie.
Hey, Auntie Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. How are you, sweetie?
So far so good. I'm just
Good.
sitting over here listening to the listening to the video and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm thinking that TLC is just having a big problem with screening these people.
Okay.
And I don't understand how in the world a 51-year-old woman could sit up there and tell me that this man sounds British, which everybody found out really quick. And not only did everybody find out that was really quick, it's just even more ridiculous that this man is totally beefcake, and then yourself and so many other people out there already found out that this was catfish.
Right.
It's a catfish that even TLC knows it's catfish.
Right. And so do you think that that they're correct in saying that this is a reenactment? That what
Yeah,
we're seeing on
it's so
TV?
much like the Caesar and Maria situation. It's like you know Caesar is looking after this, trying to chase this one woman, and this one woman is not seeing him for who he really is until we found out that she was actually real. And then after we found out that she was real, then she came out and told Caesar, hey, look, this ain't gonna work.
Right. And then you know what it's almost like too? It's almost like Ricky's story. Because when Ricky, found out that
Exactly.
the girl wasn't legit and all of
Exactly.
that, they had already, I think, invested too much money, and so they just went on and got him 3 actors and told him to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. At least that's allegedly. Okay, allegedly.
Yeah, it's allegedly because to me, I've been watching this show for a long time, and I'm now beginning to see the actors come out.
Right.
I'm not going to say that any of them are actors, but when you rehashing Darcy and Tom's story again,
I
and then not only
know.
rehash, I'm sorry,
And you know, Darcy has a spinoff show.
and I didn't even know she had a spinoff show.
They just announced it. Somebody just leaked it the other day. Darcy has a spinoff show. That's something I'm going to be talking about in the members only chat tomorrow. But since you went there, you know
Okay.
I went there. But Darcy is it and her sister allegedly has a spinoff show. This video and the one that I
Oh.
did before this one will be released to the general public tomorrow. But I wanted to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that I start doing my members only. But in doing that, tomorrow we'll be discussing Darcy and her sister in this spin-off show.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Are you getting
I'm gonna
tired of
have to watch
watching
it.
TLC?
Huh?
Are you getting tired of the shenanigans?
Oh yeah, I'm getting very tired of it. I mean, because as I said before, I was always thinking that the 90 Day Fiance show was supposed to be kind of like, mail order bride ish, quote. And it didn't turn out that way. It turned out to be a bunch of people, um, edited scenes talking about um, getting a mail order. I mean, not getting a mail order, but meeting people online, which social media is the norm for meeting these people online now. And then not only that you're meeting these people online, but you're not knowing anything about these people. And then you find out all this stuff throughout the course of the show. And, there's no spoiler alerts for me because of the simple fact that I research this stuff just like you do and everybody else that does 90 Day Fiance um, blogs. And I look at it and I keep telling myself how real this stuff really is. Do these people really get married? And then we read about it or we see it on a YouTube video that these people are a fake or fraud or they get married and they live happily ever after, like Annie and David, sort of thing.
Right. I think I
And to me, I just feel like, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, to me, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting a little tired of it, really, um, because I'm at the point now where if they're not going to give me a little bit of realism in this so-called reality TV show, I'm going to end up not watching it. And I don't, and it. But the only reason why I continue to watch it because it's funny. Every week it gets funnier and funnier, and then you put the pieces together, and then you find out so many little different things about not only the people that are looking for love, but the people that they find. And, and I don't think TLC is doing a really good job of screening these people. As I mentioned before, they're not doing a really good job of screening these people. And and like the Yolanda case, it is so sad and so obvious. And then they're going to continue the story. They're just going to continue the story until we get to the scene where the daughter and the mama figuring out what airport they're going to meet at. And we all know that this guy is not British in any way. He probably ain't never been to the
And the thing about it is I just think I have so many people and I know that they have to have the same thing that reach out to me who have considered doing the show. Who are in
Yeah.
real 90 Day Fiance relationships. Just
Mm-hmm.
got a call the other day on Instagram. Someone reached out to me by phone and we talked, and they are actually going to be inviting me, sending me an invitation to their wedding. So
Oh
I
wow.
know that these are people who have legitimate, there are legitimate 90 Day Fiance couples, people who are legitimately doing this every day, going through the process.
Okay.
But they won't do the show because of the shenanigans on the show. So I don't
Right.
know why they don't have that same pool of people. Um,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because they're real people doing this. Real
Right.
people every
Oh
day.
no, I've done the research, Auntie. I know that there are real people doing it, and and
So
these are
why
the people
TC
that we
TLC
want to see.
ain't
We want to see the real love. We want to see the people that go out their way to find love abroad, but it doesn't happen that way. And I mean, and with these storylines and with the editing that they're doing all the time, it makes it harder and harder to even phantom what really goes on behind the scenes.
and then you
And
got these people
and
like Jeffrey.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You weren't here for the Jeffrey one, but did you hear about all the stuff on Jeffrey?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you got to watch that video. I won't spoil it. I did that
Oh,
one right before this
oh,
one. You've got to look at that video.
okay.
It's just I don't know what what has happened, but when it used to come on, even though we knew some of it
Hmm.
or we suspected some of it wasn't real, we suspected it, but we didn't know it. Now
Yeah.
we don't believe it when
Yeah,
it
we don't.
pops up.
I mean, it's supposed to be a reality show, right? I mean, if it's a reality show, I know that there's going to be times that things are going to be scripted, things are going to be put into place. Like the most funniest thing of the last season of the 90 Day Fiance with Michael and Juliana is a perfect example. I would be a little nervous of my wife doing my ceremony, my ex-wife doing my ceremony at my wedding.
Right.
And 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 then I've seen some snippets from other bloggers that said that I forgot Michael's wife's name, but um, she was asked to officiate the wedding, but I
And
don't know how to. So,
well, that's what I heard. And they she came out and he did too and talked about how they were
hmm.
asked to talk about a prenup.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I've seen your video and another video about um, um, Michael's ex-wife asking about the prenup to make sure that the kids were okay, but then she said that producers told her that, and I mean to be blatantly open with that on social media, I mean we already knew it as fans that was the setup, that was the script, but there's a lot of little tidbits throughout the 90 Day Fiance thing that TLC is making a bolder hit with it, but we're all going to be addicted to it anyway. But well, once after I completely stop watching it is when it gets too crazy. When it gets to the point of like Housewives of Atlanta or something like that. But
I think
I don't know
eventually we
how it's
all
going to
gonna
end up,
tire of it if they don't stop with the bull crap.
but getting oh yeah, but getting back to the Yolanda thing though, I think the Yolanda story is going to go to the point where they're going to. I predict that it's going to get to the point where they're going to try that Yolanda and her daughter is going to try to go to the UK, but then all of that's going to end up getting and then they'll find TLC producers will find some story in there to kind of fill that in so that we'll know what happened.
I don't know. It's just
And I put it like this: you know, me myself, I just think it's just getting ridiculous. It's getting brutally ridiculous. And this new cast of characters are, and even bringing back Darcy. I mean, I don't think Tom likes her, only, like her in the way that Darcy did. That Tom is supposed to like her, but, you know, she just milking any dollar that she can get from Phil.
But Jesse is
In
coming
fact,
back
they get
too.
hired. Huh?
Jesse is allegedly coming back as well.
Yeah, I saw that. That's coming back. And I think there was a couple of other before the 90 days that's supposed to be popping up in all of this as well. I like this. Miss Michelle says, forget the actors. We need the widow.
We do, like it used to be back in the old days. God.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be
Oh my
so
God.
interesting, and you just could not wait to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm missing from. And I mean, before the 90 days, and then I'm watching the other one on the TLC app. Um, what was it? Where are they now? And there was another one where they were rehashing some of the relationships of the older before the 90 days. And they only showing it on the TLC app. They're not showing it on TLC because they already got a crazy lineup anyway on TLC anyway. So they don't have no room for anything else.
And that's currently running right now.
Yeah, it's currently running right now on the TLC app. It's I forgot what it's the 90. They have two of them. It's the 90-day Where Are They Now, and it's another one where they're showing the relationship of some of the before the 90 dayers, um, like Jesse
Oh,
and the Paul and Carini situation, and the one lady that was married to the guy in the UK. I forgot his name. I'm forgetting people already. It's funny, but yeah, they've been doing that for the last couple of months now, and
oh,
that's what they've been doing.
I barely watched
But
the app. I tried to watch the
yeah,
app, and I just
because I watch it, and I watch it sometimes when I got a little time off from the job, but other than that, after a while, I like to see where they are now, and like what they're doing, if they stay married, if they get married, uh, and then you read about the lawsuits and stuff like that. If it's even more fun, but you only get that on the TLC app. You don't get that
oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, I got
on.
enough
Alrighty.
shows that I'm watching, so I
Huh?
won't be watching the TLC app. Plus, it skip too much and there's too many ads. I can't do it.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing, especially when you're paying for cable, and then you have to pay. Not only you're paying for the cable, but you're also paying for the internet, and then you have to sit over there and watch all these commercials. I mean,
Right,
come on, you don't need the commercials, you
right.
know. But then they're gonna charge us $10 a month to watch it for with no, you know, it's just ridiculous.
It is. Well, thank you so much for calling in, sweetie.
You're very welcome. And I'll clear the line and let somebody else come on in. And you have a beautiful and blessed night. And I'll talk with you later.
All right, you too.
All righty.
All right, bye bye. Miss Michelle said, give us the weirdos, give us the Pauls and the Abbeys and like the Danielles and the Muhammad's. Like we really do need to go back to that. And I don't know if we ever will. I think that it has the shenanigans um has taken over, and I don't see us going back to having authentic couples without all the foolery and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't know if it's, written into their contracts that they have to take directions from them or not. Like, I don't understand it, but I know that I used to have such a passion for this show. And I think that I do, I continue to do the reviews because we are a family. And this is one of the things that connected us as a family. And as long as, there's a little sense of um, fun and foolishness with it, where we can continue to have fun with it, I'll continue to do it. But some of this stuff that they're doing is just, it's like, oh my God, like, don't insult my intelligence. I think that that is the way that some of us feel. I know there are many times where I felt like, do not insult my intelligence, because with this particular season that just went off, I was looking at it, and when we had the marriage or the wedding finale, and you saw that these couples were legitimately happy with one another, were genuinely in love with one another, really didn't have all of this the fake line storylines. I just was like, these couples really do care about each other. Some of them. And they really do love one another. And there really was a legitimate relationship. Why didn't we see that? Why did we see, the family appearing to be bickering, or the family opposed and the friends opposed to it? We don't have to have that. It could be a couple that's together, that the family is welcoming of this. There are some successful, very successful relationships that start off with one person meeting another person on an online app from another country. We know that it works, and we know that it happens. All the rest of this stuff, we don't need it. We just need them to be authentic. And then the thing about it, to keep bringing back these old cast members, like, damn, when is Darcy going to go away? When is Angela and Michael? When are they going to go away? I really see the two of them having a summer show where we see the wedding and the shenanigans with the wedding. Eventually, enough is going to be enough. You know how they say back in the day, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Eventually, as fans, we're going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and we will not be watching it um, anymore. And I hope not, because I think that the show really did have great potential. I thought it was extremely interesting. It opened our minds to um, seeing things different, seeing the world different. It allowed us to see different cultures and how those cultures are bridged together by love. Like, it has so much potential. But then when you get the Yolandas of America, and all these red flags, and then people are able to go back and look at their Instagram and their Facebook, they haven't cleaned this stuff up, and then we find out that it was just all a fairy tale, and it's so disheartening. It is so disheartening. But I don't know what you all think. Write it down in the comments section. But to me, this we if anybody got catfish, excuse me, y'all, it was us. It was us. I am going to go to bed. Thank you all so much for being out here with me. If you have not watched the previous video, where we talk about Jeffrey and all of the shenanigans and foolishness that's going around and going on with him, please go out and look at that. I will be releasing these videos at sometime tomorrow for the general public. And tomorrow we'll be talking about some other shenanigans, and we'll be doing that behind the scenes. Thank you all so much for your continued membership. I really do appreciate and love you all. Again, I want to say a special thank you to all of you all for being patient with me during my busy season. Hopefully after April, May, things will slow up and I'll be able to be a lot more consistent. But I wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity to spend time with one another. And I'm hoping that you all enjoyed it because truly I do. Like I said, I'm not worrying about trolling. The moderators are all for the night and doing those things. And then we're all out here, just loving one another and really enjoying it. So I really do appreciate your membership. And I appreciate all of my subscribers as well, all of your fellow cousins. And we'll be back out with them soon and very soon when we do our review on Love After Lockup, 600-Pound Life, and Married at First Sight, which is some bull, okay, in itself. They need to take that off of the air too. I mean, God dang it. But anyway, you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you again soon. Love you. Bye bye.